Hello, I'm Gino. Welcome to Dazzle TV. It's 5:45 a.m. here in the Philippines, and I figure I'm feeling better when I woke up this morning. So I figure I'll take a walk, just a short walk, nothing long or anything like that. So this is our house here at Camellia. That's our 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. There's our car. There's Bumblebee. And our house here is about 400 square feet. And here in the Philippines, this week is called Holy Week. Everybody come Thursday, it's gonna be a holiday. It's gonna be a 4-day weekend at least. Some people even get the off on the coming Monday. And this is our street. Really quiet, especially in the morning. I like getting out early. I like watching the sunrise and also sunset, and I even appreciate that more now. I really like getting, because I don't get to do it, get to walk every day now. There's days that I'm not feeling well enough to walk, but when I do feel well, I'm gonna take full advantage of it. And I also start doing yoga again when I have enough energy, and not anything long. If I could do 30 minutes of yoga, I'm good. It's like yoga always has helped me with my back, because before I had not really back issues, but it's really helped me have no back soreness and things like that. That's the house. I remember in our previous videos we had that house was still being built. Now it's finished, so it's probably for sale. It's a good size home. I'm sure it's like at least 3 bedrooms, maybe even 4 bedrooms. And here they consider that a garage right there, where it's got a balcony on top. That's what they consider the bottom part, a garage here. Really nice. They really came out nice. And if you get this house, you'll be right across the playground and the swimming pool. And this past week, we've been here now almost a week at Camellia Homes. It's been really hot. I mean, it's been in the 90s during the day. Summertime in the Philippines, it's expected that it's that hot. And usually, like Holy Week, this is the time when families go to the beach. The only thing is, this year, because of COVID in the past, kids are still in school, which is kind of unfortunate that the government decided that the kids, because this usually kids are off school by March, but now they're still in school. Dazzle told me that Leanna said that they have school till June, which is really unfortunate, because now the kids won't have a summer, because by the time they have a break from school after June, that's rainy season already. And I can't even imagine going to school right now for the kids, because here in the Philippines it is so hot during the summer, and the public schools here, especially the public schools, they don't have air conditioning. Some of them, probably just have fans. And if you can imagine being in a classroom with this time of year, not fun for the kids. Today, during this walk and talk, I just wanted to discuss a little bit about people moving here to the Philippines or retiring here in the Philippines. This would be for the people that already did their recon, visited the Philippines a couple of times, decided where they've already are retiring, whether in the city or the province. These are for the people that are on their way or just got here in the Philippines. You know, the adjustments that you have to deal with when you get here to the Philippines. And there's a lot of adjustment. I remember my first year here, I really had to adjust to a lot of things here in the Philippines. And I was about 12 years old when I left the Philippines when we moved to the United States. And so when I came back here at age 45, it's an adjustment. You know, it wasn't the Philippines that I remember when I was young. And sun is coming up. That's why I love living here in Camellia. It's always really quiet in the morning, real relaxing. You know, I do miss my runs, but I'll settle for this walk. This walk is not bad. One thing that you'll have to be when you get here to the Philippines is you have to be flexible. You know, you're retired now, so you're looking to live here for good is why you decided to come here. So you should be flexible as far as like, remember that this is not the same as the country you're coming from. The Philippines is totally different from where you're coming from. So you really have to adjust to the way of life here. And for most, when they come here to the Philippines to move or to retire, this is a lot of times this is the first time they're gonna experience retirement too, like I did. You know, it's like it's not just adjusting to moving to a different country, but also it's also adjusting to the new lifestyle, the retired lifestyle, which should be pretty easy when you think about it, because now that you're retired, you're not working anymore. You don't have that pressure of work anymore. Hopefully you're financially set. Hopefully you have a monthly income coming in as your pension. So that's at least less stress, you know. And as long as you budget, like, you know, I've always kind of preach here, I think no matter how much money you come here with, I think it's still a good idea to budget. So with retirement, what's important, I think, is you have to stay busy. Not just because you're retired already, you're just gonna sit on the couch and do nothing. For me, retirement was a chance to do the things I've always wanted to do, like travel. You know, it's like I always wanted to do a lot of traveling. You know, the only traveling I really did when I was working was on my 2-week vacation a year. I get to travel, but during retirement, now you have all the time to travel. Visit the places that you've always wanted to visit. And here in the Philippines, what's nice is you could travel for cheap. It doesn't cost much here to travel. You know, you can take public transportation, you can ride the boats, are pretty cheap, go island hopping to a different island. So there's a lot of things that you could do here that you don't have to spend a lot of money and have fun. See waterfalls, go to nice beaches, just a lot of things. What's important, I think, is hobbies. I think hobbies are important because it'll keep you busy. Like for me, I've always enjoyed road bikes when I was in the US. So when I came here to the Philippines, you know, I just continued that. I bought a mountain bike. In the first few years here, I was just riding my mountain bike everywhere, you know, and that was fun for me. And then another hobby I picked up was snorkeling, because we have so many beaches here. All you got to do is get a fins and the snorkel and you're good to go. You could go snorkel everywhere. So just new hobbies, like there were always a lot of books that I never read, you know, always wanted to read, and that's what I've done when I retired here, is I started reading more. There's so many things that we're all different, of course, but there's so many things that you could start doing when you have the time to do it. because I belong to a couple of groups on Facebook about people living here in the Philippines, and I see, that there's a lot of expats that come here and they get bored. They say there's nothing to do here, or especially the ones that come to the province, they don't have the things that they were used to at their home country. It's like and you should consider that when you get here. It's like, that's why the recon and check-in places out where you're going to retire is very important, because if you decide to retire in the province, there's really a lot less stuff here in the province to do. We don't have the big malls here. We don't have the city life here in the province. Province life is really quiet and peaceful. This is the side of Camellia that has all the roosters, because against that wall there is like not Camellia anymore. It's the outside of the subdivision. So a lot of people on the outside of the subdivision own roosters. One thing that you will enjoy here in the Philippines as an expat is you're gonna get treated here well. Filipinos like expats, like whatever country you're from. When they come here, they might stare at you when they first see you, because there's places here where they don't see a lot of foreigners, but majority of people here in the Philippines will treat you good, because they'll call you sir, they'll call you ma'am. They just have a high regard or respect for foreigners. So when you come here, that's one thing I think you'll enjoy. It's like the way that the locals will treat you here in the Philippines. Locals will come up to you and do their best as far as speaking in English, because they're proud of that here when they can converse with a foreigner, especially in English. They're proud of it. One thing you'll need when you get here is you'll need to have a lot of patience, especially dealing with any of the government agencies here. Like the first would be probably with Bureau of Immigration, the Land Transportation Office for your driver's license, things like that. You're gonna need a lot of patience with any agencies here, because everything takes time here. Nothing gets done quick. And if you're like me, it's like I always look for, they say they don't have fixers here anymore, but they always do. Somebody always knows somebody, a relative, or somebody always knows somebody in the agency that you're dealing with. So I always hunt for those fixers, because I would rather just pay extra and get the service done, instead of trying to do it myself and then end up taking so long, sometimes 2-3 days just to get a driver's license or get your car registered, or so it's best to just pay someone and get it done. It'll be less stress and it'll be worth the money. That's what I've learned. But again, we're all different. I know there's people that don't want to pay anything extra to get things done, but here for me, stress is like, I try to limit that. For me, it's worth the money when you don't have to stress over things. I better head back home because I know today Dazzle wanted to go fishing. So she said she'll get up early, but we'll see if she gets up early so she can go fishing. So I'm gonna take her to Loola's fish farm, and then leave her there. Her sister-in-law, Ate Maymay, is going with her, so there'll be two of them that's gonna go fishing today. Even now it's only about 5-10 minutes past 6 a.m. and it's already warm. I would say it's probably close to 90 already. It's humid. I'm already sweating, and I've just walked, you know, not even 1 kilometer, I think. But I'm headed home just to see if the girls are ready to go fishing. Thank you for watching.
We'll see you in our next video.